guys, it's MLP and today I'm doing a custom video and I'm customizing this rarity. And this is one of my latest customs, I guess. So yeah, she's going to be turned into a Union Jack pony, which is basically the English flag. So I'm using acrylic paints on this, and you know, I'm just kind of doing a thing where I show you how I make her. So right now I'm basically just taking the rarity out of the packaging, and you know, she's basically just the Explorer Equestria. Now you're going to want to just cut her mane off. It doesn't have to be that close to her head, it just got to be pretty short so it makes it easier. Do not leave the mane long because that is very annoying. Now I'm basically just pulling her head off. It's a little tricky. Get some adults' help and permission with this because this can be a little difficult, especially this next bit. So right now I'm trying to get the neck plug out, but in the end I did have to cut it out, but sometimes you can just manage to pull it out with pliers, so I tried that, but it didn't really work, so this is just a little bit of me trying to pull it out. I have cut myself here using the X-Acto knife, so be extremely careful because it's painful. And you know, that's it. Make sure to keep these pieces though, because you know, you don't want to lose them, because otherwise you won't have a pony that has a movable head. Movable head. Now I'm just pulling out her mane with either pliers or tweezers. It's got a lot of glue in there, so it's really hard to get out. So as you can see, I've got a little bit out. I'm trying again, but it's not working. So anyways, it's a little difficult, but let's just say it hurts your hand a lot. Scratch at that glue really well, because otherwise it's gonna, you know, stay in there and it's really annoying. So, you know, more of this. Okay, so now I'm cutting the next piece of the neck plug out, which is actually a lot harder, so be very careful. So it's now out. I've done a lot of cutting and it took a while, but it's finally out, so just put them aside somewhere safe, even though I didn't put them in a safe place, but oh well. Now just reach in with some pliers or tweezers and just pull Rarity's tail out, and it will come out really easily, hopefully. Sometimes it doesn't, but it should. And right now I'm trying to get the metal washer out, which is basically just what causes pony tail rust, and it's really annoying. So make sure you get that out. I'm still trying to get it out. There we go. So that's what it looks like, and just throw that away. We won't need it. So now she's completely bald, which is sad, but she's gonna look really pretty afterwards, so don't worry. So I'm basically just using some acrylic paint. My workspace is very messy, but you know, so the key to this is to just use a lot of water and thin layers of paint, and you'll have a really smooth, streakless coat, like, as a finish. So you can kind of see how, like, the paint's really watery, but this is just like a base coat for her, so she's, you know, I can apply paint easier. So yeah, that's why it's really messy right now. And then I'm doing the exact same for the head while I let that dry. And this is optional, but you can choose to remove her eyes and cutie mark, but since I was painting over it, I just decided to leave it. So, and besides, do not use just nail polish remover, because that just makes a big smeary mess, especially on the eyes. So I'm waiting to get some acetone at this point. So I'm just painting her head slowly. Just, it doesn't matter if you don't get it all on the first coat, just, you know, try and cover it. So here she is after about 7 coats. You can still see her eyes here, but, you know, they're going to be covered. So, you know, here she is, all covered in paint. Okay, so now I'm taking some white acrylic paint and just basically, you know, getting ready to paint her eyes. You can still see her eyes through the paint, but I'm painting over it right now, so it doesn't really matter that much, and I'm sorry you can't see, it's just, you know, it's really annoying. So yeah, it's very slow. I did about 3 coats, but it doesn't matter if you can't get it like done that well, because I literally painted the eye color and then I painted more white again, so you know, don't worry about that. Okay, so let me just tell you that this is really hard to do voiceovers actually. I'm running out of words right now, so you know, if I sound a little weird, then that's probably why. So anyways, I'm basically just painting the other eye for the second or third coat. I can't even remember, but I'm painting still to there. Now I'm starting to do the kind of base of her cutie mark. Well, it's not exactly a cutie mark. It kind of goes on her like body as well. So I don't know what it is really. It's just a mark on her body, I guess. I don't know. So it's obviously going to be the English flag for the Union Jack, because this pony is for my mum, who comes from England. So, you know, there it is, kind of. The cutie mark didn't turn out that well because the pony is round, but it's not too bad, I must say. And I'm still painting. Okay, so that's what it looks like so far. I paint really slowly, I know. And this is sped up as well, so really slow. And it's not really a kitty mark though, as you can see, so yes, I'm just waiting for me to paint it. Also, feel free to just try this custom out for yourselves, guys. You can use any pony, I guess. Pegasus ponies or alicorns may be a little harder to do, but I'm sure you can do it. So yeah, also comment like on this video if you would like me to do some more custom videos. Like, this is my first, obviously, but I really enjoy doing them, so you know. Okay, so I'm still painting, and yes, I did have to take a quick break because I'm very tired from talking. So now I do have a little red stripe in. That was very hard to do on camera, so I just didn't do it. I tried, but it kind of just ends up looking like a more of a star. Like, I know it's still a star, but it's not straight, so it's annoying me, but oh well. And it's taking a while to do, so if you're doing it, make sure to have a picture on hand, because I do. Okay, so now I'm taking this like Bic marker, and I'm basically, it's a permanent marker, I'm just drawing in the outline of the pupils of her eyes. I was actually going to colour them in, and then I couldn't because my like marker Sharpie thingy ran out, so I couldn't, so I just did the outline and painted over it, which one eye doesn't look that great, but oh well. So I've got some black, and I'm basically just, you know, make sure you get some of that paint off though, because sometimes it is really blobby, and that's why I just painted the newspaper. So now she is getting her eyes, and for some reason I take forever. You'll probably only need about one coat of this, depending on how light or dark your pony is, because you're painting on white, so, and it's black, so yeah. Now I'm doing the pupils, I just said pupils before, the like shine highlight thing in her eyes, which I stuffed up on one side, so that's why I'm taking so long right now, and you know, don't stuff up like I did, because yeah. Okay, so now she has finally got her eyes. She's basically done for the painting part, I think. I can't remember. So I'm taking my Sharpie marker, which this is a fine tip, by the way. There was no point in doing this really, because you could already see the original eyelashes and it just didn't show up. So I guess I just underlined the tiniest bit of the like bottom of her eye, and then I just left it because it did not really do anything, so just skip this step basically, because it's pretty pointless if you're doing a dark colored pony. If you're leaving it white and you have removed the eyes or whatever, or if you've already removed the eyes anyways, just paint them or draw them back on. But yeah, so that was a pointless thing. So now I'm taking some Mod Podge sealer, which I basically just bought at a craft shop. I'm just taking my paintbrush and a little bit of water, and it basically just seals the ponies so they have a bit of water resistance, if you know what I mean. So I'm basically just applying that. Now it looks really white, but trust me, it dries clear, so I'm just doing that. And don't forget to do it on the head. I had to cut that out because the video was too long. Okay, so now I'm taking some cherry pie, white diamond, or just diamond, and lapis sapphire colored hair, which when they're together they look like toothpaste. this is the rehairing tool. If you can see, you just hook up the hair and stab it in. Okay, so as you can see, I've kind of taken a permanent marker and just put 2 lines where I want the hair to start and finish, basically, for the colours. This is the hair that I got from dollyhair.com, so I don't show the whole rehairing process because it takes a little while, and my needle kept breaking, so, you know, this was actually a tiny bit too much hair, because you don't actually need that much, and I like to make my hair shorter so it lasts for a bit longer, so, yeah, I didn't actually end up needing quite this much hair in red, so I do have a little bit left over. Don't forget to save some for the tail, because you do need it. So, I'm just cutting it, you know, into a quarter of the length of hair, and then I'm folding it, but not cutting it again. So now you just hook it up, which that did not work, and there's a hair hanging everywhere, because I get a lot of hair everywhere when I rehair for some reason. So I'm trying to get it in, which I had a lot of attempts, but yeah, basically just goes in like that, but do not brush it because it needs to be glued. So she's got all her colours in, looks like toothpaste. Now I'm just taking some tacky craft glue, which I also got at my local craft store, and I'm just, you can use like a Q-tip, but I use a paintbrush now because I'm too lazy to find a Q-tip, so I basically just put that in there. Okay, so now I'm doing the tail, so I've got all 3 colours, and a bread tie, or whatever you call these things, and just putting that right in the middle and twisting it, because it needs to be inserted through this hole here, and then with pliers, probably pliers, not so much tweezers, just pull it through. And don't pull it the whole way through though, because otherwise you'll have to redo it. Undo the bread tie or whatever you use to get it through, and like swap it for a cable tie, zip tie, or whatever, and put that through. Now you can put 2 to be extra safe. This is basically instead of the metal washer, so. And here I'm basically just evening up her mane a bit, because otherwise I would have to, like if I wanted it straight, I'd have to cut heaps more off, so since it's already short, I didn't want to. So now you just basically push it back into her body, and there's a tail. I'm just trimming it up here. Okay, so now it's kind of trimmed a bit. You can style it once she's all back together and all that, you know. But, so basically now, what am I doing? I'm just showing you guys what she actually looks like. You obviously need to glue the neck plug in, which is in this picture here, which you can't really see. I have glued the neck plug in here, but I'm waiting for it to dry right now. So, you know, I'll put the head back on and then I'll be back. Okay, so she is now finished. Thank you for watching, every pony. Bye!